So this next comment is coming from Coffeeman911. He says, I agree that having a girlfriend is a highway for improvement, but you cannot get one until you improve enough on your own. Some do, most don't. Now, this comment is halfway right, okay? Having a girlfriend is absolutely going to improve your ability to get better. It's going to speed up your self-improvement process. But the idea that you are not good enough as you are right now to get a girlfriend, that is what we need to talk about, okay? You need to understand that in order to attract a woman, you simply just need to have a stronger frame than her. And I guess attract is the wrong word. If you want to attract a woman, you just need to look attractive and you need to behave attractively. More importantly, you need to not behave unattractively, okay? But if you want to get a woman invested in you and you want to actually have a long-term relationship that is successful, you only need to have a stronger frame than your woman, okay? Now, when I say frame, that simply just means the narrative of who you are and the world that you live in, right? It's a self-adopted narrative. We all have a frame, but having a strong frame is going to result in you having more influence around the people around you, okay? A weaker frame is going to mean you are more suggestible. You are more influenced by the people around you, all right? If you are the main character in your story, why would you ever accept the idea that you are not good enough as you are? That wouldn't make a lot of sense, right? That wouldn't necessarily scream, I have a strong frame. That idea was probably put into you by somebody else. Maybe a woman, maybe an alpha male YouTuber, right? Who's trying to get you to buy their course. But the idea that you're not good enough as you are, that would never arise inside the mind of a person who is confident, who is the main character, who is directing a script, and they are the star of it, okay? Women are going to be attracted, really anybody with a weaker frame is going to be attracted to somebody with a stronger frame. And when we're thinking about masculinity and femininity, really the difference is just really it boils down to strong frame, weak frame. More influential, having more ability to influence the world and people within it, or being more submissive, being more influenced by people in the world, right? Another way to look at the difference is going to be narcissism versus borderline, right? It's one spectrum. We all fall somewhere on it. Necessarily, it's a bell curve, and most people are going to be around similar amounts. Men are going to be more on the narcissistic side. Women are going to be more on the borderline side, right? But narcissism is really going to say, hey, I have to be the best, right? I have to be the one calling the shots. I have to be the one in control. And there are healthy amounts of it and there are unhealthy amounts of it, okay? When you have more charisma, you can get away with being more narcissistic and people are going to enjoy it. They're going to like your narcissism. When you are more borderline, you are going to be more apt to play the role assigned to you. If that means you're going to get pounded for 2 hours straight to help somebody bust a nut, well, then that's the role you're going to play. And you're probably going to love playing that role. If that means you have to help somebody, package and put labels on boxes to make the business work, well, then you're going to play that role and you're going to love playing that role. Okay. If that means you have to go out and in the example of like a pimp, right? If that means you have to go out and sell your body to make money, well, then that's what you're going to do, right? Because you are being dictated by the person in your life with the stronger frame, right? Borderline really just boils down to, I'm going to play whatever role is required of me. That means, right, in one relationship with one man, you might love sports and know everything about the 49ers or whatever team, right? And then all of a sudden you get into a different relationship with a different man and it's like you never loved sports to begin with. And now you're all about cars, right? And, you love to watch the NASCAR races. Like that's your thing now, right? That is borderline. And that's the reason why women can even cheat on you, right? Because they're being influenced by somebody with a stronger frame. And it's like you don't even exist anymore. Or maybe it might turn the new guy on if they talk down to you and be disrespectful while they're cheating on you. And that is exactly what the woman's going to do, right? She's going to be more borderline. She's going to have a weaker frame and she's going to play whatever role is going to appease the person with the stronger frame, the main character in her life. right? So this idea, right, and this is, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but to bring it back, the idea that you're not good enough as you are in order to get a girlfriend isn't necessarily something that you would adopt if you were thinking for yourself, right? It doesn't really make sense to not feel like you're good enough, right? And we look at the homeless man, we look at the hopeless musician who's living inside of his grandmother's basement, right? They don't have anything going for them. They have no status. They have no resources, right? And they are able to get girlfriends, right? Hell, some of them are even cheating on their girlfriends simply because they have a stronger frame. They have better ideas about who they are and what happens in the world, how the world works. They have certain ideas about women and what they are and how they work. And when they bring those ideas to the conversation, they end up winning in terms of having the stronger frame, being more influential. And yes, a part of building frame is going to include dressing a little bit better and putting on some muscle. But the majority of it is going to boil down to how you think, okay? If you got something good out of this video, check the link in the description below. You're going to find a link to my online community. It's filled with other single men who are working on developing their dating skills and working on developing frame. It's completely free. You can join, and inside you're going to find a 30-day challenge to help you get through all the little processes you need to take in order to become a successful dater and to land your first date within a month. All right. Besides that, leave a comment. I might end up replying to it. Like, share this with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.